Part two, here's the instructions for preparing for our project in the future where we illustrate a quote. So the first thing that we need to do is to think about a quote that we really like, or a song, lyric, or a poem, or a piece of poem that just really resonates with you and really stands out to you, and you just want to illustrate it, okay? Here's some examples of other people's illustrations of quotes and stuff. And this is from Rihanna's song Umbrella. Here's another. I believe this is from a song. Oh yeah, it's a Stairway to Heaven, of course. Sorry, brain fart. And then we have, another quote here. And the possibilities for this project are endless, but we have to start with that quote or that song lyric or that, piece of a poem or poem that just really, really, that we really, really love. So that's your first assignment. Okay. So when you figure out what quote you would like to do, whether it's a quote or a quote from a song or a quote from a poem, please type it in here. Please make it school appropriate. Okay. The next thing that we have to do is to think about actually what font we want to do this in, because we want to keep this nice and clean and consistent. And if we just do this in our own handwriting is very randomized often. So we really want to think about different fonts. And there's serif fonts, which are they have like these little, they're called feet on them, and they kind of make up for the fact that these words aren't sitting on a line. And with these little feet, it helps kind of make things look kind of classic and settled and just kind of nice and clean. Okay, then you have serif fonts, which sans serif fonts, which means without serif, so without those little feet on the bottom of the words. And they could be a little bit more fun, a little bit more open. And then there's like all kinds of decorative fonts and stuff. So we'll take a look at typography in class together, but I'm giving you a helpful website right here. Okay, that has lots of fonts in it that you can check out, and just find something that will really go along well with with your drawing. And there's all these different aspects of this website, which is cool. So all these different like categories of fonts, and so you'll get lots of different things. So check it out, okay, and decide a font that you like, or maybe you already know a font that you want to use. And okay, so that's the next part. We have to figure out which font. So it'd be a really good idea to give me the name of the font as well as maybe like a picture of it. You could probably like Google image a picture of the font that you want to use and put it in there. We could always come back to that website too in the future when we go to do the project. Okay. Now, the next thing is how you have to think about how you're going to want to illustrate your quote. So you got to think about what sort of imagery you would like to add, and the possibilities are absolutely endless. But it just needs to, your imagery and your idea for your composition needs to come together and go along with the quote that you're making. Don't do a quote about jellyfish and then have pictures of zebras. So it has to be consistent and make sense. So you should use Google Image or even Pexels.com to find reference pictures for what you need. I'll show you my example so that you guys can understand what to do. And please load. Come on. Okay, here we go. So you can look at mine if you're confused what to do. And I'll tell you, the quote that I'm doing is from a song. It's been my favorite song forever. It's called Vindicated by Dashboard Confessional. And it's from one of the earlier Spider-Man movies, which I really like. And here we go. So here's my example. Or not. Come on. Okay, so there's my lyrics right there that I want to illustrate. I can cut this down as well. This is like the first chunk of the song, but I could cut it down. And then I will show you the font that I chosen, which I found a font called Cobweb. Oh, and it's not loading. Thank you very much for the technical difficulties. I'll have to redo that picture. But I started looking for some reference pictures to go along with the quote because it says hope dangles on a string. So I have some thread. I think I want to put Spider-Man in this, and I have some more ideas that I'll put in here, but that's pretty much it. That's what you got to do. Good luck.